NuubCast.
Greetings, fellow noobs. Welcome to another NuubCast. We've got a PVT here on Cloud Kingdom. It's actually been a while, I think, since we've had a PVT. Been doing mostly TVZs and PVZs, which, hey man, I am loving. Like, there has been for a long time a real dearth of Terran content on the channel, and lately there's been a lot of TVZs, a lot of PVZs, so glad we're getting some Terran players in the house, or just people sending in games against Terran. All good. Just love to see a mix. And today we've got Freak, our red Protoss player. Freak going up against Sath, our blue Terran. And this is, obviously, as you can tell by the player names, these are two guys who have never been on NuubCast before. This is a platinum level replay. I do not know, once again, as is often the case when it's been a while since I've received the games and there's a relatively long queue, I have no idea which guy sent in the replay. Usually, the person whom the camera is on first is the person who owned the replay, and therefore my assumption is that Freak is the one who sent in this game. But that's not always the case. Sometimes, you know, Battle.net is weird, and it is the other guy. Like, we had a game just a couple days ago. I think it was Shanky versus Sarge, where the camera opened on Shanky, but it was Sarge's replay. So, and Sarge ended up winning. So, in any case, but then again, really, even in that case, I don't really know, because Shanky could have sent it in as a loss, because it was an okay game. But whatever the case may be, we've got, wow, Freak opening up Nexus first on Cloud Kingdom. Can't really blame him. Pretty good map for that. And Sath doing what most Terrans will do, both against Protoss and Zerg, walling off the top of their ramp. Because their buildings are mobile, it's always a good idea. It keeps you protected from you know, any kind of early Zealot aggression or like a two-gate proxy attacks. You can still lose to two-gate proxies if enough Zealots come in. But generally a very safe way to open up for Terran at all levels. And plus you can always move your barracks. So once you get your expansion up, you plan a couple more, you move that third one down, you got your nice wall, continue to play safe. And Freak immediately opening it up. Wow, 3 gates, 3 gateways. So it looks like he is going to want to be putting on some serious pressure to open. But look at this. Sath is in the base. He's seen all the gateways. And so he's going to know that there's going to be some aggression coming his way. Sath's going to have to, get some barracks of his own up and get some units out to protect himself. Sath's expansion almost complete. Freak's is already finished, so slight economic lead there for Freak, and he is pumping out Zealots right away. The problem, of course, with Zealots against Marines at any point in the game is that if you've got decent micro of any sort, you, with your Marines, will be able to take out any number of Zealots as long as they don't have charge. And so Sath should be, presumably, very safe against this opening from our Protoss player. So, no gases down for Freak at the lower level, just the one gas at the top. Presumably, there is a Forge, not even getting a Cyber Core at all yet. This is really weird. I've never seen a build like this, so I'm very curious to see what Freak is going to be doing. Is he going to be cannoning up and playing defensive? This is really strange for platinum level. There is a cannon going down on the high ground. I'm assuming after scouting that Sath is waiting for aggression. Like, he's seen everything that's happened. He hasn't seen the Forge. And finally a Cyber Core goes down. And more Zealots coming out. And it looks like Sath now going to be the aggressor, moving out with a couple of SCVs, perhaps wants to drop some bunkers. But these cannons should protect Freak well enough that Sath is not going to be able to do that kind of play here. Very interesting opening here. Zealots running these units away, and the cannons are going to come out. Hopefully he can focus on the SCVs, but Seth just deciding probably wisely to run away. Once those Zealots came back, between the Zealots and the cannons, I don't think that he would have gotten very far. How much damage do these things do? $20 damage, so they two-shot Marines. No, three-shot Marines. Two-shot. No? Wow, Marines and SCVs have the same amount of health. Look at that. Something I should know already. And hopefully we see some good kiting here from Sath. He should be able to kill. Yeah, he's way too far away. The Marines just have a slightly, ever so slightly faster movement speed than Zealots, if I am correct. Movement speed 225, Zealots movement speed 225. Okay, same speed, so they're not gaining any ground or losing any. So if you let the Zealots get too close, you can't really kite. Still, more Zealots going down. Third base going down for Freak. This is really, really a strange build. It's so late. Warpgate's at finally finishing. He's going to have 8-gate pressure for Freak. And now +1. Weapons is finished. +1 armor going down. So, presumably, but still not warping in any stalkers. I'm assuming that's what's coming next. He does have all of his bases down. Getting some sentries in the mix. That is a lot of Zealots. And getting the charge, which is exactly what you would expect. And it looks like he might be going in with a mass Zealot sentry push with charge. And that, I'm telling you right now, if his force fields are good, that is going to be a seriously effective push once he decides to actually push it. Now, he doesn't have almost anything anti-air, just a couple of stalkers here, so he's going to be able to push that back quite easily. Sath coming in now with his bio units. No medevacs on the field as yet. I don't even know. He does have a starport, has not started medevac production just yet. Needs to get on that, though, if he wants to be able to keep his units alive. He does have stim. And, oh, the first medvacs are out. My apologies. But the stalkers here getting picked off here. Where are the Zealots? Zealots are way out of position. Got a couple of sentries here. Zealot's going to be moving up. Get the good force fields. Very nice force fields. And say goodbye to these units. Is he going to get that? No, doesn't get that medevac. Just barely escapes with 18 hit points. Luckily, he had those medevacs, or he would have lost every one of those units. That was nicely done by Sath. Now he can go and finish picking off this factory. He just needs a couple more shots to make it burn. It looks like he wants to push here. Interesting decision. There's quite a few units here. He's got a lot in this medevac he should probably drop. Now, he has the tower, so he sees exactly what's happening here. Very nice wall of supply depots going down, trying to block this off. Not sure if I agree with the nice force fields. giving himself a second, but I'm not sure if I agree with the pull-off there. I think he might have had enough. Maybe not to win. He would have traded. So, yeah, it's probably good. See, those are some of the hard decisions when you're at this point in the game. Do I push in? Do I have enough to beat his army and then keep going? That's when Defender's advantage really makes a difference. And now, factory is on fire due to the Archon, and now will burn itself to the ground eventually. Stalkers want to help that happen, and they are going to be effective as the cannon is going to finish it off. Stalkers taking the final few blasts, and down goes the factory. So we have +2 attack down for Terran. We do have a Ghost Academy, so we're going to see some EMP presumably. And man, I firmly believe that if you're in a game past 15 minutes against a Protoss and you don't have a Ghost Academy, 9 times out of 10, maybe 8 times out of 10, you're going to lose that game. It's so hard to go up against a decent mid to late game Protoss without Ghosts and without EMP. So hopefully we're going to see Sath do just that. We do have Storm is already finished for Freak. He is third base completing, and now he's got the scan. Sath gets the scan down, sees the complete army composition of his opponent, and here come the Ghosts. He's saying, oh good, I'm glad I've gone Ghosts, because he's got Templars and Archons, and without Ghosts I have very little chance of beating him. We do see a drop supply here for Sath, so little macro slippage here and there. Again, remember we are at platinum level, so we're not looking at perfect mechanics. Obviously, I don't know if we've seen anyone with perfect mechanics yet. The closest probably is somebody like MVP in StarCraft 2. I'm sure that once the Kesper players get good and catch up, we are going to see perfect mechanics, and you're going to see real efficiency when guys like Flash and Jaedong work out the kinks in their game. Forget about it, guys. These guys, you know, we're just going to see better games. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I am not a Brood War fanboy either. I mean, I love Brood War. I played Brood War for 10 years. But I love StarCraft 2 more than I loved Brood War, mostly because I feel like I can play it longer. As we see, Freak coming in here is going to easily take down this command center. Is he going to get those? Oh, very nice. Gets all of the SCVs with this Archon AoE, and now Sath has a decision to make, as does Freak. Where do I want to engage this army? Not a bad choice, getting them up the ramp. We have EMPs, Ghosts going down, Storm's going down, no EMPs going down, and feedback's going down. Oh my goodness, much far superior army management by Freak here. I guess he got EMPs down on the Zealots, which is really at this point a good decision, because it cleans up the meat shield. But I think Freak might have enough to get in here and finish this game off at this point. Lots of Zealots, and Sath's army is gone. So once he breaks through, there is a leak in the supply depots, and wow, Freak actually pulling back. That is surprising. Look at, in the meantime, taking his 4th base, immediately saturating it. Everything running optimally here for Freak, doing very well, forming lots of holy Archons, Batman. That is 6 Archons going to be able to join up to this army and do a multitude of damage. I don't even think this is going to be enough. The Seth trying to kite, but not doing enough damage there. And once these 6 Archons added to the fray, kiss it goodbye. Too much bright and shiny stuff. Probably going to see GG. Oh my goodness, so many Zealots. Yeah, this is going to be the killing blow. Oh my goodness, I did the whole game without this. And look at that. Huge supply lead here by Freak. I apologize for not having that up the whole game. It's been so long since I've forgotten that completely during a game. Although it seems to be happening more and more recently. It's like I'm regressing back to old days of NuubCast where I always forgot to put that up. But clearly, Freak coming in, going to take over. I would not call that a one-sided game. That was very close up to the very end there, that last battle, and Freak just had to go in and finish it off. So, congratulations, Freak. Very well-played game. Nicely managed army. Nice army management. We saw that in the huge engagement over here where the army was coming up the ramp. Very nice timing to engage, and just better micro from Freak, and he's able to take it out. Keep climbing that ladder, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Send your replays to NuubCast@gmail.com. Let's make magic. What the Peace.